Alright, folks, I know I have been away for a while. Apologies. I still have more videos to release in the Casual Saturday Commander series, as well as the classic Teamfight Manager series that is ongoing. However, the Teamfight Manager 2 demo dropped, and I have not been able to put it down. And I have been meaning to come back for a while now, and things just kept getting in the way, but I am hoping that this is going to be the start of a more regular schedule of uploads. But, as you can see, I have already played through the demo. I've played through it a couple times. It's a lot of fun, but I am going to jump into a new game. And this should look somewhat similar, but also completely different if you played the first one, or if you've watched any of my series. We can now choose different leagues that we are participating in, different regions, which I'm assuming is going to matter when it comes to Worlds, and with the fact that we have full team rosters, including backups. I will say there's a pretty big disparity between the teams. Like, the teams that are listed as contender are great. And the team, like, even just like a stable upper tier team is just nothing compared to them. They're all terrible. So I am hoping that that cap might be tightened a little bit. Ability to upload custom team logo. We'll eventually be able to change our team name, though we cannot in the demo. We can't actually change any of the settings for the demo, but we have patch intensity and frequency. What our starting introduction order of champions will be, how many champions will get introduced in a major patch, time limits if you want them on pick ban. I'm really excited about this one and the next couple. I'm very excited about the fact that we can have like playoffs done in double eliminations, and international tournaments in double elimination as well, instead of single elimination. But I'm very excited for having true fearless pick ban in this. That is going to be a lot of fun with how this game operates. Because you watched my series, I've done a full playthrough of the first one. I'm doing another one now. They'll be doing more in the future because it's a fun game. But this is the original. It is just a timed team deathmatch, and it has been turned into a full-on MOBA. It has, once all of the roles get introduced, good AI. Not great AI, but good enough AI. And for the most part, you can tweak the logic, and they will operate like a fairly competent team most of the time. But yeah, it has been turned into down towers, push minion waves, you know, farm up minions, last hitting them, going after jungle camps, going after objective fights. And it is still a full auto battler outside of the management steps and outside of pick ban. The strategy aspect and you setting strategies individually for the players and for the team does have a big impact on it. But right now, it is just going to run through this. It's gonna... Yeah, okay. We know how... Most people know how a MOBA works at this point. And it is going to throw us into our first pick ban, which is just a 2v2. Who do my players like? Wow. That sucks. Yeah, neither of you are getting a champion you like. The champions you like are not great. Or just don't exist yet. Now, all of our characters are going to work towards building items with the gold they're acquiring. You can see the gold difference between... Just from that, down there, that is showing the gold difference between the players in the same role. Sorry, I need to remember that not everyone is as used to reading necessarily all of these screens. We can see the timer until the boss spawns. It is going to spawn up here. Don't think it's active right now. But right now we are on spectator camera. We can see everything. You can also switch to just see a specific team's vision, so you can see just your vision of what your players see and perceive, and what the enemy AI will see and perceive. Now, it won't perceive the names of the champions. It's still showing you where they all are. We are able to speed the game up. We're also able to speed it up to just highlights. What's going to happen here? Okay. So yeah, you saw there, it didn't necessarily zoom us in on what was happening. But it'll slow down the game to normal speed, which we are at now. If there's going to be a kill, if there's going to be a tower taken, an objective taken. And if we exit full screen... Hold on. Okay, cool. I'm just going to push this up here. You can see the item builds and everything comes up here. You can also go into details. I need to talk fast because they are literally about to win. You can see the total damage. That's... Yep. Alright, well... I rambled a little bit too much in the beginning. It is going to now introduce some new champions and like a new mechanic at a time. We can now see all the champion information, their abilities. Each champion still has 2 abilities, but now it's no longer, you know, a normal ability and an ultimate. It is it's just 2 normal abilities. I assume that there will be like an ultimate ability as well in the full release, or like a full like kit for them. I don't know. I mean, the abilities for the most part are fairly recognizable, if not a little tweaked, which I do like, but it lets them fulfill the roles of the game. And really quickly, I'm going to be jumping into a lot more matches, but I want to finish showing the detailed information screen. Really quickly here. Get rid of Archer. It is going to start introducing these. Alright. So, the detailed information screen, it's going to let you see gold, damage dealt, damage taken, and healing done live over the course of the match. If you're in Fearless, it's not going to be as useful, but if you're doing the normal, which I believe is the best of 3, is going to be the standard. I didn't see any place to change that in the settings. Could be much more useful information. It also gives you a good idea of where you might need to play a little bit stronger into next time or in the future. Yeah, this is just a kill lane. This is going to be over so fast. Alright, but I just wanted to show that this was here, how exactly it functioned. It's not immediately useful to you in the game you're in, but it is useful over the long term if you take a look at, specifically where certain champions fall off. Or how different strategies are paying out, depending on match length. But I am going to play through the rest of the demo up until the final match, which is a best of 3, and we will come back and we will do that. So then I can show everything the demo introduces. Alright, so things are going to look a little bit different from when we cut away. I'm on a new team that I'm controlling, we have different players, for whatever reason, I did not get given a best of 3 series in my last playthrough. I don't know why. It just cut out before the vampire introduction, so I have replayed through the demo. Yeah, it's all just champions getting added in. They've added in a bunch. We have the ability to see our roster, to preset our roster before we actually go into the match. We have our training. Here, we have a ton of different types of training that all do different things. I'm assuming that language training is if you are bringing people over from, like, other regions and they need to learn the language of whatever region you're in, or just, like, team cohesion, etc. I don't know how useful that will be with the AI. The AI is not bad. There are far too many times where even looking at my team's vision, I can see 4 enemies and just watch, like, an assassin just dive into them and die. For no fucking reason. It happens way too often. There's way too many times where the AI will just have the character, like, try to retreat, but then, like, forget what they're doing and turn around and just get themselves killed for no reason. That happens too often as well. Or when you'll have someone who has a ranged attack but is low on HP running away from a melee character that is also at, like, 1 HP, but they've just decided that they lose the engagement, it'll run and will not, like, turn to, like, fire the final shot. Lots of small things that could use tweaking. We have our full schedule that we can see. So we can plan. We have the current rankings. They have added in solo rank. Now, you can see what your players and opponents' players and unsigned players' rank is in solo queue, what champions they are playing in solo queue, what their solo queue stats look like. This can help you find new players that you might want to sign. it can also kind of be a sign, I'm guessing, of, like, if your players are going to start not performing well. These are all of the champions that we have in the demo. Now, I ended up doing, like, 4 runs of that first match, so I have no idea what I'm gonna keep. So I have no idea what's already been covered entirely. I do not know if we are gonna get more abilities on the champs. I am really hoping we do get a 3rd ultimate ability that might unlock at, like, level 5, level 6, or something. That would especially make playing for an early game lead feel better. Because it's not hard to hit level 3, right? But it takes a bit of time to hit level 6 unless you're running away with things. So even if you get an early game lead, it doesn't really convert into much currently. Because the enemy's going to hit level 3, you know, eventually anyways. And unless you run away with it, on multiple champions usually, it's not going to matter once you hit the mid-game. So I am hoping we get, like, a level 6 ultimate so that if someone gets to that late game stage, I think the highest level I've seen a champion actually make it to is 7. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen an 8. I don't think I have. But I might have, and just not remember. Yeah, eventually, once everyone is, like, level 6 to 7, it's just like, okay. Level doesn't matter as much anymore. But yeah, from the previous game, we have Fighter, we have Knight, we have Swordsman, we have Archer, we have Sniper, we have Priest, we have Shrine Maiden, we have Monk, we have Pyro, Ice, Ninja, Magic Knight, Berserker, Executioner, Lancer, Ogre, Dual Blader, we got Gunner, Gambler, Cold Corpse, Devil, and Vamp. Now, obviously, the names I just said do not match the names on the screen. I do not know why they have been changed necessarily. Especially, like, there's no grenade on Sniper anymore, so I am wondering if there is, like, a level 6 ultimate that just isn't in the demo. The attack range is an interesting way of handling it. I do like that. Though it does mean early game is outranged by Archer, which feels weird. But by level 4 is outranging Archer. I do not understand why it's Pythoness instead of Shrine Maiden. Doesn't make any sense at all. I think this one is just a whole lot of nothing. I don't think there's a point to that whole thing. This one actually fits. I like that name change. I'd like to see the other ones, you know, changed back, or I'm just never gonna call them these things, probably. Other than maybe Demon. This one, I like that. I like that change. And we can also see, full stats, etc. on players, full stats on champions. I do not... Considering this is for all of the teams, I am assuming that this is as well. But I think we are ready to jump into the best of 3. Now, one thing I would love to see added, I would love to be able to get a replay file of the match with the normal spectator controls. I would love, after a match, please allow us to export that match. Just like starting from picks and bans, like, until the end of the game. That would be phenomenal. That would be so much fun to work with from a content creation perspective. That would be so much fun. Please give us that. Oh, just the one thing I asked for. Also, get Archer out of here. And Fighter. Alright, Yup. I've seen this team comp before. Alright. Now, I do wish that... Yeah, I didn't always ban Vampire. Let's see. Yeah, we want you doing a top push in late game. Go with bottom dive. Yeah, you're still just an assassin. Disadvantaged front. You're gonna be the initiator. You are front. That's fine. We can have you go mid, hitting out. I don't really need to play for jungle intervention. I don't think it's not gonna make a damn bit of difference against Berserker. And yeah, as you can see, now we have full team out here. There are jungle camps. The boss will spawn at 3.5 minutes. And everyone is just kind of going out and starting to farm up. And Dual Blader is already having to go back. I need you to not do anything stupid right now. Couldn't get the taunt, which is a little unfortunate. I haven't really seen what's happening top, but I do see that we're a level up. So, I mean, I'll take it. I don't know how... I do not feel, and this is something I want to call out while we are in a full match. I want to watch this, unless he's only been doing, like, one creep at a time. I feel like the farm is not always accurate. Because I've definitely had situations, yeah, like, Magic Knight has 0 farm still. All the farm that Magic Knight just got went to the bot. And I feel like it shouldn't do that, because there's no reason for that to be a thing. Don't chase him, please. The farm in the lanes is not always correctly allocated, unfortunately. Oh, don't dive in there. Okay. I mean, it's gonna force mid out, but yeah. That's not... Yeah, that's not great. We are losing mid here. We have caught out Jiangxi. Cold Corpse, for those of you familiar from the first game. They are dead. Okay, Dual Blader just saved his life, but Knight is going to die, because Knight had all the time in the world to just run down to the rest of the team, and didn't. Yeah, and Devil's dead again as well. Devil is getting kills, but is dying far more than I would like to see them do. Didn't even finish them. Didn't finish them off. What the fuck are you doing? Thank you, Ogre. Good stun taunt. Just locks them up in place. Okay, the boss has spawned. Now, killing this boss, it will respawn after a time. But if you kill it, all of your minions in all lanes get a buff, and all of your characters get a stat buff for a while. Now, we do have Executioner and Lancer down. Now, I don't like that this is happening from the AI or from my team. They should not be running in single file line to die. That's dumb. They should be, like, waiting, like, here for, like, 2 or 3 people at least. Okay, we've got Berserker. Yeah, Devil is doing a phenomenal job at handling Berserker. Can we kill the turret? There we go. Now Cold Corpse is gonna die. Yep, there it goes. They just had to chase him down a ways, I guess. There, at least it finished it this time. I was not particularly thrilled when he let him run away on 1 HP. I'm really curious about the AI decision-making algorithm that had it do that. Oh, this is not great. I need Devil there. Devil 7? Already. Can we actually get to 8? This might be the game to actually find out. I don't... Yeah, they're not gonna be able to finish her up. Well, they're diving it. Okay, I think that's just game. We did not get to 8. There's 3. There were at least 3 people that were level 7 at the end of that, so that might just be the highest it goes. Yeah, they immediately banned Demon. Alright, get out of here with Berserker. Swordsman. Yeah, they're gonna take Fighter. Yeah, I think we're gonna grab Executioner and Magic Knight first. Oh, I didn't even notice that Vamp was open. Granted, no one is good at using Vamp, but Vamp is still really snowbally. Okay, we have you on Magic Knight. You'll be on Dual Blader. You're gonna be on Executioner. Okay. Everyone is on a champion they are good with. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments, I think. No? You can still split push top. You're still intervene in other lanes. Assassin. Still an initiator. Alright. So, they are blue side, so they did get the first pick this time. It had to change some of our pick bands. I'm still super concerned about the fact that I left Vampire open, though. That could be bad if he gets out of hand. I also really kind of needed that kill. Can we get there, please? Thank you. Wow. Like anything would have done there. You should not be ganking. Nice. You're getting the early game lead here. Alright. Oh, yes, one interference. Oh, wow, that was a lot of damage. They're gonna get Ogre instead. I guess Magic Knight just didn't feel like coming to help. Peak support play, pushing the lane. Okay. Got in and out nice and quick. We're getting so close, and we just can't confirm kills there for some reason. Okay, you need to go back. There you go. We are up in mid. Way up in top. The only thing that's behind, really, is our jungler. And I don't love having Ogre in the jungle, but it gives me a frontliner. Oh, finish the camp! I hate that. The AI needs to stop doing that. Like, unless an enemy directly comes and attacks them, if the jungler decides to start a camp, the AI needs to finish it. Because otherwise, it's just net loss. All around. Like, you're not getting the farm. And you're not, like, you're just wasting the time hurting the camp, but not finishing it. And then it heals. I don't know what we're trying to do here. Like, that was clearly some type of gank setup, but like, you needed the whole team there if you wanted to do that. You need to stop diving that turret. You're gonna die. Can we finish him? No. Executioner's gonna probably die here. Unless Dual Blader can save him. You know, I will consider that saving him. Also, good job, Ogre. You're way down in levels, but... Good job. You're trying. You have a stun, and you have a pool of health that will get ever bigger. I don't love seeing Ninja diving in there. We don't need an inting Ninja. Oh, Vampire's starting to get bad. Don't go in a... Why? Like, why? Why does the AI go in alone there? Why? It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating to watch happen. I now understand how esports coaches feel, except it's way worse than this because they're way dumber than actual esports players. The AI is not at that level. But we do have 3 down for 15. We can't push it anymore. Okay. Yeah, but we have a tremendous gold lead. I do not think it is even possible for us to throw this at this point. Unless the AI just directly decides that is what is going to happen. Which I've seen. I've seen that. I've seen the AI just decide, nah, you know what, you don't get to win this one, and then the team will just walk in single file for the next 2 minutes and we lose. Which is why I'd really like to see them wait for more teammates for stuff, but overall, especially with the change from what it was in the first game, I am really looking forward to this. I'm hoping there's a little bit more expansion on it, because I think that would really help. I would love to see a few tweaks here and there to the AI, maybe there's strategy choices that we'll be able to research as we progress in the campaign. And I really, really, really want to see the ability to export replay files. That would be amazing. I'm excited for the Fearless campaign in this. But yeah, folks, this has been a quick early look at the Teamfight Manager 2 demo. Coach training results. 9 and 5. I did terribly in the 3v3s and the 4v4s. But that is the end of the demo. I'm obviously going to be shooting over an email with my thoughts and my feedback. But folks, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be having some of the other series continue back up soon. That is the hope I'm allowing. And I do have some more videos that still need to get out for those. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.